Welcome back to the channel.
Today we are at Ikea.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, and we are gonna go try some of all of the food that Ikea has to offer. So
let's go get us lost with some Swedish meatballs.
Woohoo! Checking in, guys.
We're heading out on our next adventure.
So make sure you guys hit the like button.
Make sure to subscribe.
Because when we hit 1,000 subscribers,
we'll be jumping off the Strat.
So back to the video.
Here is the Ikea in Las Vegas, everybody. Boom shakalaka. Ikea started in 1943 as a mail order business. 5 years later, they would actually begin to sell furniture. Ikea is a Swedish-founded, Dutch-headquartered, multinational conglomerate that currently works in 50 countries and has over 422 Ikea stores as of last year. Ikea actually opened their first store in the United States in 1985 and now currently has 52 stores across the United States, with one being in Nevada, and that was in Las Vegas, the store we're in right now. The Ikea restaurant always has a clean and modern design, and as you'll see in the video, it is a cafeteria style serving experience. They typically have a wide variety of items that they serve in their cafeteria, but since COVID, they've really trimmed back and there's only a limited option available, and much of the cases and things are very empty right now. Now that we got our food, let's grab a seat and we'll show you what we got. So we went through the lunch line.
Yep. We got our food. Since COVID, it's definitely been slim pickings.
Yeah.
Last time we came here, there wasn't a whole lot to choose from either, but we did get to kind of the staples here, which is, of course, the Swedish meatballs with the lingonberry sauce. We got all of the sides that they had, which is veggies, mashed potatoes, and french fries. They did not have any mac and cheese today or garlic toast.
They didn't have the chocolate cake, and they didn't have pretty much... We basically got everything we got other than the salmon, and we didn't get the vegan, or I should say plant-based meatballs. Yeah. That's the only thing we didn't order. So let's take a look at what we got from Ikea.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to start with the meatballs.
All right, let's do this. I'll dip it in some of this gravy and some of the lingonberry sauce. They definitely have flavor, but it's a meatball.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a spiciness and Italian seasoning, you can tell. It's pretty tasty overall.
Alright, now for some mashed potatoes and gravy. Not as hot as I would like it to be. It's kind of on the lukewarm.
Yeah. It's kind of like a lot of cafeterias fall into if it's been sitting a while. But,
that danger zone.
Yeah, we watched the whole thing about airline food. It's not bad though. It's a creamy mashed potatoes. The gravy's pretty good. I mean, it's the same gravy that's on the Swedish meatballs. And the vegetables are pretty much vegetables.
No flavor.
Wow. Yeah, none.
Definitely needs a lot of salt.
And kind of cold.
Yeah, some of them are cold. Yeah, so that is meal number 1.
Yeah, so I would say meatballs, thumbs up. Even the mashed potato gravy, if it was warmer, it'd be even higher thumbs up, but that's a thumbs up. The vegetables though, no flavor, no nothing, not even warm.
Definitely not that great. Let's check out the chicken finger plate next. Our next piece is chicken fingers and fries.
Yeah.
We wanted macaroni and cheese, but they were out of macaroni and cheese we talked about earlier. But the sauces you can get, they had like a Newman's Ranch, it looked like, and then they have the Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue, and that is your only sauce option other than ketchup if you like ketchup.
Yeah.
And it's a Heinz ketchup.
All right, so you're definitely more on the breaded side of things when it comes to chicken tenders.
Smells good. Let's try it.
Bite without the sauce. Pretty standard frozen.
I would compare it to the Applebee's tenders back in like the early 2000s. It's kind of got that taste to it. Sweet Baby Ray's is always good.
I really feel like chicken tenders always need sauce. Like,
It's got the sauce.
I got the
But it's interesting to me that there's all these like sustainability posters and stuff everywhere in here, and yet Sweet Baby Ray's in a plastic cup, frozen food. I don't understand sort of the correlation. I'm guessing it's post-COVID because when I came here, we've been here before COVID, and it seemed like they had more food options and stuff like that, and more fresh food options. Whereas now it's more of that generic, well, you kind of get at a high school cafeteria type of thing, right?
French fry time. This French fry is actually kind of cold.
Yeah, these are definitely cold. I can touch. They're not warm to the touch or anything.
Again, danger.
And we just got it. We didn't actually like
We
do
took
anything
maybe
else.
a minute to film the pre-roll stuff, and
Not a bad French fry. I mean, it's not bad. It's clearly just a generic French fry that's not made in house, obviously, frozen. Probably
again
thrown
goes
in a
back to
fryer.
that whole like sustainability thing. Like, wouldn't you want to like make your own?
I mean, if you're claiming sustainability, yes.
All right. Now, last up but not least is the dessert.
Well, yeah, we'll get to dessert. But what did you think of just overall?
For the chicken tenders, you know, like if you've got kids that like chicken tenders, or you're somebody who likes chicken tenders, it's an okay substitute. It's not anything fancy, and it's pretty cheap actually.
Yeah.
It's probably what, like, I would say it was like $7 for this meal. So not bad. You can definitely get full off of it. I mean, if you ate everything, at least I would. And you can get them in 2 or 4. And for whatever reason, I decided 4, and probably should have just got 2.
It's not bad. It's not bad chicken finger. It is kind of that sort of medium, middle of the road, not great, not bad. Not a bad price either, but if I was in Las Vegas and thinking about chicken fingers, I would check out Raising Cane's instead of coming here. But again, not a bad chicken finger if you're shopping. So.
Yeah, if you're going to come to Ikea in the morning.
And I like the fries a lot better than I like the vegetables because the vegetables are just cold and tasteless.
Yeah.
So at least the fries had some taste to it.
All
So
right.
now let's check out that piece of cake we got.
Yeah, I'm excited. Can you tell?
What kind of cake do we get?
We got what I believe is a strawberry cake. There was a second dessert that was in there, but it didn't have a label as to what it was. And this was actually under the chocolate cake, so still not 100% sure, but it looks like a strawberry cake.
We didn't have the chocolate cake either. They ran out right before we got there. We've had the chocolate cake before. It's kind of like a brownie meets sort of like a very sort of moist, I guess, brownie. You know, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But this is definitely going to be interesting. It looks like a strawberry cake with like just a yellow cake.
Let's do this. Taste-wise, not bad. Cake's a little on the dry side, like a spongy.
Yeah, it's definitely a sponge cake. That's what I was looking for. You
but
definitely
it's tasty.
get overwhelmed with the strawberry jam when you try it. There's definitely an overwhelming sort of strawberry jam taste to it. The whipped topping is like kind of a Cool Whippy. That's what I would compare it to.
It's almost like a strawberry shortcake.
Yeah, that's probably the closest thing to it. It's probably like a strawberry shortcake. And then like Nancy said, the dry. It's kind of like a dry sponge cake.
But yeah, the cake was like $1.99, I think. So
It's not bad. It's a pretty small piece though.
So yeah, so we're gonna finish up our our quick little meal here at Ikea, and we'll see you guys.
Yeah, we'll touch base outside with sort of the finishing thoughts on our IKEA meal.
Alright, so we just finished our little snacky meal at Ikea.
Yeah, it was an interesting experience. It's definitely changed post-COVID. Before COVID, there was definitely a lot more fresher meals and stuff like that. Now it's pretty much pre-made, warmed up type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's good if you're on your way to Ikea or you're in Ikea and you just all of a sudden get hungry. It's not a bad option, but would I go out of my way to eat at Ikea other than this video? Probably not.
And you can grab the Swedish meatballs to go too. So if you just like the frozen, they sell them frozen. You can heat them up yourself.
Yeah, and it's also pretty cheap. Like most of the meals are anywhere from like $5 to $7. So it's a pretty cheap meal, like your same kind of price you probably would pay if you went to McDonald's.
Yeah, I think one of the sort of negatives about the Las Vegas location is it's by itself, so it's great if you're getting furniture, but from a food perspective, it's kind of difficult to get out here to eat. So definitely would let you know that too. It's kind of difficult to get to. It's not really around anything.
Yeah, it's kind of literally just
by itself.
But it does have really spectacular views in the upstairs dining room of the mountain ranges in the distance, and that's just Las Vegas in general. If you're a local, you know, like you can just kind of look out and see the mountain ranges, and that's one of the reasons I love living here. So
yeah, so have you been to IKEA in the past? Is there anything you'd recommend us trying? The only thing we really didn't try was the salmon today, but is there anything, and let us know in the comments below if there's anything we should have tried or something that you like. Also, they didn't even have the cinnamon rolls or the hot dogs or anything when you left either. That was closed as well. So definitely very, very limited menu right now.
Agreed. And also limited stock too, still in their warehouse. There were still a lot of items that looked to be out of stock completely. So.
Yeah. So make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, because we'll be doing a ton of around Las Vegas in this year. So if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you get updated when we post new videos.
Yeah, and we will see you guys in that next adventure.
Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Come get lost with us again.
Bye.
Bye.